Rachel told Tommy. "I don't eat sweets. How many times do I have to tell you?" Tommy lowered his eyes and bit his lower lip. "Well, I certainly do," Mom said, taking the pie from him. "Thank you, Tommy. I'm going to enjoy every bite." That was on October 28th. Next morning, her best friend Missy phoned to tell her the news. Tommy Feathers was dead. "He died in his sleep," Missy said. "Oh, my God," Rachel whispered into the telephone. She stared at the TV, a stupid cop show. A detective had just handcuffed a suspect, and the man looked guilty. Scruffy beard, haunted eyes, wild hair. The detective started to read the man his rights. "You have the right to remain silent," he began. "What does that mean?" the suspect interrupted. "It means you have the right to be quiet," the detective snapped. "Now shut up and listen." Rachel was half aware of Missy's voice in her ear, talking over the telephone, but she couldn't get beyond those 5 words. The right to remain silent. She could see them in her head. The right to remain silent. "What happened?" Mom asked when Rachel put down the phone, and Rachel tried to answer. She tried to say it. Tommy Feathers is dead. She reached deep down inside herself to find those words, but they were cold when she touched them. Frozen. She knew those words could never fly. Things got pretty crazy after that. Mom talked to her, pleaded, begged, cried. That night, and for many nights after, Mom held Rachel in her arms. Mom wept and talked and begged some more. "Why won't you talk to your mother?" Mom asked. "I can't," Rachel wrote on a small pad of paper. "Oh, my God." Her last word, God. Her father telephoned all the way from his cattle ranch in New Mexico. Rachel held the phone against her cheek and tried to picture him, the hat and expensive boots, while she listened to his voice. "I don't get it," he said. "A boy in your class dies and you stop talking. It makes no sense. What's the connection?" Rachel breathed into the phone. Mom set up appointments with counselors, psychologists, therapists. A specialist named Dr. Bang Jansen diagnosed her as a selective mute, a person who chooses not to speak. She explained to Rachel and her mother that often this kind of reaction is caused by some kind of profound emotional trauma. "The condition is temporary," Dr. Bang Jansen said. "Usually." Sometimes Mom wrote notes, too. They'd make a pot of tea and sit at the kitchen table, both of them silent, writing back and forth. "I'm so worried about you." "I'm okay, Mom. Your father said it is as if your voice died along with that poor boy. I told him her voice isn't dead, it's only sleeping." "Maybe. Or maybe it's just frozen. There must be some way to thaw it out." Writing notes back and forth helped to reassure Mom a tiny bit. But now there was a panicky light in her eyes. The doorbell rang. It was Missy, come to walk her to school. "Hi, Missy," Mom said. "Hi, Mrs. White," Missy said. Mom turned back to look at Rachel. "You look terrific," she said. "You always look smashing in that skirt." Rachel leaned into Mom's hug. "Keep your eyes peeled on the way to school," Mom whispered. "Okay, honey? And if you happen to spot that voice of yours lying on the ground, well, just pick it up and bring it home." Rachel closed her eyes and nodded. Mom said the same thing, word for word, every morning. 7:05 a.m. Bastian Fauvel. The instant Bastian opened his eyes, he saw Barkley, curled up at the edge of his bed, staring up with